Okay, July 17th. I will be still and I will behold in my dwelling place. Isaiah 18:4 RV. Assyria was marching against Ethiopia, the people of which are described as tall and smooth. And as the armies advance, God makes no effort to arrest them, as it seems as though they will be allowed to work their will. He is still watching them from his dwelling place. The sun still shines on them, but before the harvest, the whole of the proud army of Assyria is smitten as easily as when sprigs are cut off by the pruning hook of the husbandman. Is not this a marvelous conception of God, being still and watching? His stillness is not acquiescence. His silence is not consent. He is only biding his time and will arise in the most opportune moment, and when the designs of the wicked seem on the point of success, to overwhelm them with disaster. As we look out on the evil of the world, as we think of the apparent success of wrongdoing, as we wince beneath the oppression of those that hate us, let us remember these marvelous words about God being still and beholding. There is another side to this. Jesus beheld his disciples toiling at the oars through the stormy night and watched them, though unseen, the successive steps of the anguish of Bethany when Lazarus slowly passed through the stages of mortal sickness until he succumbed and was borne to the rocky tomb. But he was only waiting, the moment when he could interpose most effectually. Is he still to thee? He is not unobservant, he is beholding all things. He has his finger on thy pulse, keenly sensitive to all its fluctuations. He will come to save thee when the precise moment has arrived. From the Daily Devotional Commentary. Whatever his questions or his reticences, we may be absolutely sure of an unperplexed and undismayed Savior. O that troubled soul, beneath the rod, thy Father speaks, be still, be still. Learn to be silent unto God, and let him mold thee to his will. O praying soul, be still, he cannot break his plighted word. Sink down into his blessed will, and wait in patience on the Lord. O waiting soul, be still, be strong, and though he tarry, trust and wait. Doubt not, he will not wait too long. Fear not, he will not come too late. Honey, are you good? Oh, good, you found a hairbrush. Are you brushing your hair? Amazing, honey. Amazing. I'm so proud of you. You're so good. I'm so sorry I'm reading a whole week of passages. Ah! Aw, cutie. July 18th. Okay? July 18th. The eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth to show him. Ooh, thank you. Wow, the unicorn. Yay! That's the horsey. To show himself strong in the behalf of those whose heart is perfect toward him. 2 Chronicles 16:9. God is looking for a man or woman whose heart will always be set on him and who will trust him for all he desires to do. God is eager to work more mightily now than he has ever through any soul. The clock of the centuries points to the 11th hour. The world is waiting yet to see what God can do through a consecrated soul. Not the world alone, but God himself is waiting for one who will be more fully devoted to him than any who have ever lived, who will be nothing that Christ may be all, and who will grasp God's own purposes. And taking his humility and his faith, his love and his power, will, without hindering, continue to let God explain. Do exploits. CHP. There's no limit to what God can do with a man, providing he will not touch the glory. In an address given to ministers and workers after his 90th birthday, George Mueller spoke thus of himself. I was converted in November 1825, but I only came into the full surrender of the heart 4 years later in July 1829. The love of money was gone, the love of place was gone, the love of position was gone, the love of worldly pleasures and engagements was gone. God alone became my portion. I found my all in him. I wanted nothing else, and by the grace of God this has remained, and has made me a happy man, an exceedingly happy man, and it led me to care only about the things of God. I ask affectionately, my beloved brethren, have you fully surrendered the heart to God, or is there this thing or that with which you have taken up irrespective of God? I've read a little of the scriptures before, but preferred other books. But since that time, the revelation he has made of himself has become unspeakably blessed to me, and I can say from my heart, God is an infinitely lovely being. Oh, be not satisfied until your own inmost soul you can say, God is an infinitely lovely being selected. I pray to God this day to make me an extraordinary Christian. Whitefield. And I pray this for you too, because I'm going to be extraordinary in everything you do, but especially the things that are most important to you. Yeah. You know what? I think I got pretty far today, and I think I'm going to stop because this little one wants to cuddle. I'm just going to have to read July 19th and 20th tomorrow. And that is how we are going to get through this year. Can you say thanks, Penny? Thank you. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.